Hi there, my crafty friends. It has been a while since I did a YouTube video, so I thought it was about time I got my act together. I had tried doing YouTube Live, which I thought might replace my weekly YouTube video, but they changed the rules last week where you have to have over 1,000 subscribers, and I do not. So let's get back to doing some videos, shall we? I am bringing you... I know this is such a difficult time for demonstrators right now because we're dying to show you the new product, but there's also still so many great products from the annual catalog to be had. So I am going to make this fabulous card for you so that when you can order from the new annual catalog, you can make this card. It's a super cute bundle actually, because the current daisy punch, which I have just gotten because of this bundle, goes with this daisy, but there will be a medium punch that goes with this one. So right now I only have the large one. So we're going to make this card, and then we're going to do one that doesn't use products that you can't get. So it's a twofer. So I'm just going to leave that there, and instead of So Saffron, I'm going to use Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to trim this down so I don't end up stamping where it's going to be cut off. So this is 5 by, well, it can't be 4 1/4, 3 3/4. So I'm just going to bring my little trimmer in here. 5, 3 3/4. Could save those scraps, but sometimes it's just not worth the trouble. I mean, these do make great banners, but I've got so many scraps right now that I need to let some of them go. So I'm going to get this cute little daisy stamp, which is this one here, since you probably can't see that. And we're going to do some tone on tone. I'm not going to use Versamark. I am going to use Daffodil Delight and just start stamping. Now you want to be sure that you're turning this so that you don't have your daisies looking too uniform. So just offset every other one. Stamp some further on and some further off, and just going to fill in a couple little gaps here, and that should be good. Maybe one more tiny one right there. So that is it for that stamping. Now we need a Whisper White thick card base, and then we need Whisper White regular for that. So I have my Whisper White. Looks like a tiny bit of ink got on there from something else, but we don't need this whole piece. So let's measure this one. You know what? We're going to use this one for our daisy, and I'll measure this and cut a new piece just so that I don't end up with any weird spots. So it is 3 by 4. Let's just see. We're going to salvage some of this. Too many things in the way. So this is 3, and that is 4. I figured we could get both from this one piece of paper. Now, as long as our punch just fits. So I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this. Get a D block, and we are going to stamp 2 of them. I'm done with my Daffodil Delight, so let's close that up before I make a mess or use the wrong color. Grab this nice big daisy stamp, which is perfect for a D block. And let's do it this way. Not sure if you've seen anything with this suite yet. It was Ange McKay that demonstrated it at On Stage in Vancouver. And this was an all attendee giveaway. I don't think we're gonna fit that second one on there, so just get another scrap. It was an all attendee giveaway, and I wasn't so thrilled with it until I saw Angie's presentation. Of course, I have no pieces that are big enough. Just grab another scrap here. Ink that up just in case. And now we are ready to punch. Actually, we'll give that a second. Just cleaning off my stamp. Now, if you've looked at the newly released retiring list, you will notice that it looks like everything is retiring. It really is not. It's that all of the stamps that were offered in clear mount before are being offered in cling mount. So that is the reason for that. We are going to use this cute little sentiment, the best moments in my life happen with you, and I just want to make sure it's straight on here. Grab our sentiment and just do it over here. Not entirely straight. Be careful when you put your cling mount stickers on, because if you get it crooked, it will be hard to know how to get your stamp straight. You know what? Let's go on the other side. This one has a weird little thing, so we'll use that as a different scrap. I'm going to cut another piece that is 3x4. Let's see if we can get a straighter image this time. I'm going to mount it on the block so that it looks straight. If it doesn't work this time, it's just going to be good enough. There we go. And we can use our trio punch to do the corner rounding. Notice I only did it in 2 corners. I find sometimes it can be just that little something that was missing, and doing all 4 corners, while it looks great, sometimes it just adds that little pop that you need. So now it's time to punch these out. And it's fairly easy to align. Isn't that pretty? You could just leave it black and white. It's so stunning on its own that you don't even need to color it. But we are. So with all Stampin' Up! Punches, once you get it pretty much where you want it, press it about halfway down, and that will keep it from moving on you. Okay, we're gonna do it a little bit differently. With the first one, I colored the entire thing. This time we're just gonna do the center. So I will grab Pumpkin Pie and my Daffodil Delight. We'll just do a tiny little bit in the middle with the Pumpkin Pie, and then with the dark Daffodil Delight. And I'm only doing the top one because you're not going to see it on the bottom. And then there we go. Now, I haven't looked at a daisy to make sure that it would be darker on the inside, but just do a tiny bit on each of these petals. And there we go. Other than having to re-stamp that one sentiment, you really can't get a much easier card than this. This is my kind of simple stamping. You could use a glue dot or your adhesive of choice. I want this to be stuck forever and ever, so I'm using Tombow Just hold it there for a second. And now we can mount our mat onto the card. Well, one mat onto the other mat. You could offset this, but if you did that, you'd have to make sure that your stamping was in the right spots. That looks good. And now all we have to do is hold the center and kind of fold these up. We're gonna fold all of them, and then the second time around, we're just gonna move the top ones. Now, if you mailed this card, obviously the whole thing would be flattened. The recipient could just pop it up when they get it. A little bit of Tombow on the back. Just gonna cut a quick card base. I just realized I didn't have one ready. So although I haven't been doing videos, I have been doing Facebook Live still. My internet is finally fixed, so it's running a whole lot better. So if you weren't watching it before because of my connectivity, first of all, my apologies, and second of all, it's fixed. But just because I haven't been doing videos doesn't mean that I haven't been still crafting and a busy little beaver. I am re-evaluating my class schedule and trying to figure out what that's going to look like with the new catalog launch. Instead of classes every Saturday, I'm looking at a couple times a month and just reassessing, making sure that I'm working smart and not hard, using my free time to the best possible way, because I do work full-time. If you are in the Winnipeg area, I will be having a catalog launch open house, and I will also be doing a retirement party because there are a lot of items that I have that are retiring. So we'll send them out with a bang. So stay tuned to my Facebook page for more. And that is all, my friends. Well, sorry, I lied. That is all for that card. Isn't it pretty? So whether it be Daffodil Delight or So Saffron, they're just, it's simple but stunning. Okay, so one more quick card. We are going to take a piece of the Gingham Gala, and again with the trimmer. We're going to cut this one down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is the full front of an A2 size card base. We are going to take one of our clear faceted gems, and with the dark mango melody, we're just going to color that in. And you could do the same thing that you did on, or that I did on the middle of that last flower, and have your pumpkin pie in the middle just to make it a little bit darker. You do want to be careful when you're doing this because it can put a little more pressure on your marker tip than is required. Take your paper piercing tool, and this guy is retiring with this catalog too, so if you love this tool like I do, make sure that you get it before it's gone. And if you have the take your pick tool, just remember that there is a tool like this on the end of that, which is why this one is retiring. I mean, that's my guess. Okay, so that truly is all, my friends. It was a false alarm the last time. So you could absolutely put a sentiment on here, but I am happy with the way this looks. So we made 2 very simple cards using the Daisy Punch. This is featuring the new Daisy Lane bundle that will be part of the upcoming catalog. And I'd love to be able to show you the inside of said catalog, but we can't. Not yet. So that is all. Thank you for joining me. I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button below, and we will see you soon. Bye, friends.